In my top 3, I have Piccolo. Look at this nigga, bro. We see the fit.
Why is Piccolo so fucking cold, bro? It's because he don't give a bro. He's just him, bro. He's just him. Bro, that's why he's cold, bro. You get it? The Art of Aura Farming by Saint Don. It's a good name right there. We're going to break down the science of aura from a metaphysical point of view. You'll know what I mean by the time we get through this video. Let's go.
Aura farming. The simple definition of this is doing random acts just for the sake of gaining aura. By this definition, aura farming has been around for years, alright? Just look at damn plague doctors. You be fighting for your life on your deathbed, and these niggas will pull out in the toughest fit you've ever seen. Because I promise you they knew they weren't helping, okay? They were just there for the fit pics. This is dead ass how they were moving.
I'm sure that's not how they were moving, bro.
But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm not guilty of aura farming. We all have our moments of doing things we don't normally do. For
These, what? YWs? Young whites? The internet, man. Gotta love it. These young whites do anything to look cool.
example, you ever
What did he do? What did he do? Wait a second.
We all have our moments of doing things we don't normally do.
Pouring water in his hand?
For example, you ever walk past a group of assorted shits and all of a sudden you're on the weather app scrolling?
Assorted shit.
Yeah, that's a form of aura farming, trying to look all mysterious. But out of all the ways that you could aura farm, acting mysterious really is not that bad because everybody does it. Being mysterious is overrated anyways. You know, sometimes you just have to dance. But I really draw that line once you start to change your whole personality just to look mysterious, bro. And it's especially around females that guys want to switch up.
Look, bro, being mysterious just comes down to not giving more information than you need to. Whether that be with your body language or with what you confess. And where does that come from? It comes from a place of not needing validation from others. People who don't complain and people who don't explain are people who do not feel as if they need empowerment from outside of themselves. They get all of their validation and empowerment from the internal point of view. And so that's why they come across as mysterious. Most people think that their empowerment comes from outside of them, what other people think about them. Do other people like them? Do other people think they're cool? That's where most people think that their reputation comes from. And so because of that, they feel the need to explain themselves and to justify their actions. And in doing that, they divulge additional information, thus robbing them of looking mysterious. And so that's how you end up looking mysterious or being mysterious. It doesn't need to be a conscious decision. Just be secure in your own self and it will happen automatically.
Like, gang, you look like this.
Oh, Lord.
Being mysterious is not gonna help you. But you really gotta know what's gonna lose you aura and what's gonna make you gain it. Cause high key aura farming can get you cooked, bro. Hypothetical situation, you're in a dance battle. It could go one of two ways. You end up busting out the craziest dance moves that anyone has ever seen. You've impressed everybody, they'll be talking about this for weeks upon weeks. Or it could go like this. My nigga, what kind of dance move is that? Losing aura while trying to aura farm has to be the saddest way to go out. You see me? I studied, bro. So I can tell you exactly what not to do. So I've constructed a list of the top 3 worst attempts at aura farming, and then I'll just show you some examples of good aura farming. So let's get right into it then. At the number 3 spot, we have Speed's backflip in front of his girl. Yeah, this guy has zero spatial awareness or something. Nah, but successfully landing a backflip has to be one of the swaggiest things you can do. And it's not—
Now, Speed, who is very good at doing backflips, he fucked up that backflip. Now, maybe he did it on purpose for the stream, and there is a high probability that that was the case because he's Speed and he knows how to entertain his viewers. But there is also a good chance that he was doing it trying to impress his girl. seeking validation from his girl. What happens? The opposite. What you chase escapes. Thus, negative aura.
It's not like bro can't do
Bro,
it.
do you see how everything, you can literally boil everything down to this principle that I keep trying to hammer home for you guys to understand. Do not chase things. Just already have it, bro. Tell yourself you are chilling with a girl. You go to a party. The guy who fails is a dude who asks himself, what do I have to do to impress these girls? The guy with aura, he tells himself, all these girls are, how would I move if I knew that all these girls were already impressed by my presence? That's the difference. See, when a dude with aura walks into a party, he's walking in already thinking, damn, they all on me. They can't stop looking at me. My drip goes crazy. My aura is through the roof. Now, he wouldn't actually say those words to himself because fucking that's weird. But, you know what I'm saying? He just knows it. He knows he's that guy. The guy with negative aura or with no aura, he goes into the club and asks himself, what do I need to do to impress these girls?
It's just this time, you know. But failing in front of people, having them question your health and safety,
Okay.
that is beyond an aura loss.
You okay? Ooh, negative aura. Temporary hit.
The only reason this one isn't high is because of the speed.
Right.
He doesn't have much aura to lose. And while we're talking about backflips, doing a backflip for no reason has to be top tier aura farming. Can you explain to me what a backflip was supposed to do in this situation? My nigga jumped right into his hands. The way this isn't even the worst one. Just look at this. That backflip actually put him in more danger than if he was just to step back. Top tier aura farming. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked.
That was not aura farming, bro.
And at my number 2 spot, I have to place the Jaden Smith incident. This has to be one of the worst attempts at aura farming.
Oh my god, like, can we talk about, like, the political and economic state of the world right now?
What does this mean, bro? Wait, did somebody say bro? I'm dead ass not gonna linger on this one. I'm just gonna move on.
Yeah, again, trying to look smart, trying to look deep. The point is, don't try, bro. Just be the thing.
At the number 1 spot, I have every person that got caught looking at the camera after aura farming. Now this one is your fault, bro. You knew the cameras were recording and you decided to clip farm. That's on you. Now for some of the best aura farmers, I'ma start off with Fiction. In my top 3, I have Piccolo. Look at this nigga, bro. We see the fit.
Why is Piccolo so fucking cold, bro? It's because he don't give a fuck, bro. He's just him, bro. He's just him. Bro, that's why he's cold, bro. You get it? Stop trying. Just do it. Nike, nigga.
Bro swears he has dreads. You trying too hard to be nonchalant.
That's why Nike's the coldest athletic brand, even though it's not technically probably the most expensive. It does end up being the most expensive aftermarket with a lot of their drops, like Jordans and shit like that. But Nike embodies, nigga, just do it, bro. Don't try to do it. Just do it. You feel me?
Boy. And Thanos. If you don't know these characters, you need to tap in. But if you do, you can agree with me on how much these guys be aura farming. And I wanted to put Vegeta in here. But this guy goes out sorry way too often. Who pull up to the fight looking tough. 3 seconds later, he's out here like this. Bro, how you better fall into Goku's hands like a damsel?
Now, here's the key. Power. It's all about the amount of power you have. Power, again, in the realm of physics, is defined as work over a change in time. How effective you are. What you get done in how much time. The less time you get it done, the more power you have. Work over change in time. And so the reason why he's saying Vegeta loses aura when he gets defeated is because taking L's is an automatic sign that you lack power. So winning automatically raises your aura. This is why dudes who may act corny, typically, who don't seem to be acting cool, he mentioned Speed earlier, saying Speed doesn't have that much aura, but he still does have a lot of cool factor, cool points. Why? Because he's perceived as a winner because of how successful he is when it comes to streaming, how much clout he has. So power can be perceived from external things like clout, money, wins, things of that nature. But internal aura, that comes from a sense of self-security, of just knowing that you are already him, of not giving a fuck. That's the guy who has aura, but drives a Civic. And not to take a shot at Civics, that's a perfectly fine and decent car. But you know what I'm saying? He's not driving a McLaren. He's not driving a Ferrari. He's not driving a Benz truck. He's driving a Civic. He's driving a regular Honda. But he still pull up with swagger and aura. That shit's coming from inside. And honestly, that's the better shit, because the internal swagger will manifest or yield the external shit. If you lose the external shit and you're completely based or dependent on that shit, the second you lose it, you're corny, and you're corny forever.
Stress.
Because you never had the internal shit to begin with. You don't know how to get it back.
Come on, man. Vegeta's tough, I promise you. It's just his writing.
Give a nigga a break. Give a nigga a break.
And for the other guys I mentioned, there's some of the biggest aura farmers out. This guy Piccolo will be posted up in a random location, just waiting for the audience to see his fit, and then proceed to do nothing for the rest of the fight. He dead ass just there to look cool. And in this clip here, the whole universe is about to be erased. Look at this guy trying to act nonchalant. And don't get me started on Killua, bro.
You don't give a fuck. Now, look at this guy. If you ever watch Dragon Ball Z, you know who this is. Mr. Satan in the manga, but Hercule, I think he's called in the animated series. And this dude is the epitome of opposite negative aura. Why? Because he is a try-hard, constantly trying to get validation and approval from everybody. That's why he's seen as a lame. Piccolo don't give a fuck. That's why he's seen as cool. But you can tell Piccolo's I don't give a fuck isn't coming from a place of even wanting people to see him as a nonchalant dreadhead that doesn't care. He literally doesn't want to be there, bro. He literally doesn't care. And that genuine not caring is what makes him seem cool.
The whole universe is about to be erased. Look at this guy trying to act nonchalant. And don't get me started on Killua, bro. No matter the situation, this guy's always going to be posed up. Just look at him, bro. He has a power called Godspeed, and he's using
again, super powerful, so he doesn't care, doesn't feel intimidated by anything. That's why he's always chill like this.
Slowly walk towards his opponent. We see the transformation, bro. And look at everybody else in this shot. And then look at him.
Yo.
I don't even need to say it, man. And next up, I have Thanos. Now, this guy was fiending for us to take a picture of him, bro. Look at how he was pulling up to every function. No matter what the situation was.
Super powerful, erase half the universe with one snap of a finger. That's why he got this aura. People who are just powerful, like, think about even dudes like, nah, I'm not going to say his name because that's crazy. But think about just anyone that's powerful. Typically, they have mad aura. Whatever their field is, if they are that guy, if they got motion, if they can get shit done in that field, if people respect and or fear them, they usually have aura. Why? Because they aren't afraid of anything. Nothing sweats them. Nothing presses them. Let's continue.
Was he either had to be posed up cold or dropping the hottest quote you've ever heard.
The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Even with his attacks, he was aura farming. Was there any reason for him to destroy this moon? No.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Even while he
Again, massive display of power.
was being disintegrated by cosmic forces, this guy had to sit down first, pose for the flick, and then disappear. Yeah, Thanos just been begging for an edit, bro. This nigga doing way too much. And if we want to talk about real world examples, first place has to go to Duke Genis. In terms of his failure to success ratio, no glaze, Duke is one of the greatest to ever do it.
Don't miss.
No, he's good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
And I'm not going to sit here and bounce on meat, alright? But you can just see his
I
influence.
feel like these girls, they want Duke Dennis. They don't want me. It's not fair.
And after that, I have to put my glorious, majestic king, Jordan Carter, and Frank Ocean. These two niggas were blessed with the ability to make some of the best music you ever hear. And what did they use it for? Frank Ocean is off the grid. Cardi's a deadbeat father that releases no music.
Tell Playboy Cardi to drop. I don't speak to him, my love. We haven't heard from that man in over like 6 months. We don't know where he is. I don't.
For why? Maybe Frank Ocean I can give the benefit of the doubt and he's not trying to be mysterious. But Cardi, we know. Okay, drop the act. And never try this lame-ass form of aura farming in real life. One-step method to lose all your friends. But bro, the worst thing you can do is backdoor your friend.
What's your opinion on people that wear fake designer clothes?
He's got someone right now.
If your way of aura farming is
Wow.
making somebody else look bad to make yourself look good, turn yourself in, bro. These type of people will tell your darkest secret just for the hope of making somebody giggle.
Can a nigga live? Can a nigga live?
Like these people will start doing way too much. They'll dead ass start doing anything. Brody, I asked to borrow your hotspot 2 years ago. What do you mean do I still need your hotspot? There are so many examples of this greasy behavior, but I'm gonna continue before I get too mad. If you're guilty of this behavior, we're gonna leave you in a mud cavern in India and you can stay there. Do we dead ass just need to bring back being ourselves? Cause this shit is really getting out of hand. Imagine a world where you didn't have to aura farm and your regular behavior was just enough. But you know, some people are just naturally swaggy, like me and Osama-san. Do you see the fear in this guy's eyes?
Oh, scary.
And you can't tell me Trump hasn't been aura farming, okay? Ever since he got shot by that bullet in the ear, okay, I wouldn't even say shot, maybe grazed, skimmed. But this nigga switched up, bro. Look at his presidential photo. Moving like he was in the Squid Game, bro. I've made this joke before. I already used that meme, but I'm gonna use it again. Cause this nigga doing too much. Just smile, bro. Just to let you know that I'm gonna try and upload 10-minute videos every 5 to 7 days. Cause I'm bridging.
Yeah, man. So it's all very simple. It's all very simple. Now, before you go, there's something I want you to do for me. My dad, yes, my father, Dr. Don C. Hines, PhD. This is my dad. He sits on the board of a hospital. The name of the hospital is Harmony Healthcare Long Island. And he does it as a way to give back to the community. And this hospital is currently in a competition to win grant money from the government, money that will then be used to give discounts to lower income families who do not have health insurance. All you have to do to help us win this competition is go to this link I have put in the description. It will take you to a website called woobox.com, and you're just going to select this hospital, Harmony Healthcare Long Island. I'm going to go ahead and select that, and then you enter in your first name, your last name, and a unique email address. So I am just going to enter in one of my email addresses. Now, be assured you will not be contacted and your address will not be saved. Don't worry about junk mail or spam. This is only for the sake of making sure that you are a unique individual. And then you submit your vote. And you can vote every day until March 31st. If you want to help me, help my dad, that would mean a lot to me. I know it will mean a lot to him. So go ahead. It'll only take you, as you can see, literally not even 30 seconds to do. Go ahead. It won't cost you a dime. And there are going to be people who will greatly benefit from your taking this time to do this. All right, guys. Thank you. That's it.